In 1934, the greatest amateur golfer walked away at his peak to build the most iconic golf club in the world. The story starts at Atlanta, Georgia, where Bobby Jones was born and raised. He was literally a child golf prodigy. He won his first tournament at 6 years old, and by 14, he was already competing in the US Open. Bobby was also a borderline genius. He attended Georgia Tech at 15 years old, where he won a national championship in golf, and later graduated with a mechanical engineering degree. He then got an English literature degree from Harvard, and that same year won the US Open. At this time, he's 22 years old, but he refuses to go pro. He was quoted saying, "Some things are not for sale, and my game is one of them." Over the years, he continued to dominate, but in 1930, he did something that no one has ever done before. He won the British Amateur, the US Amateur, the British Open, and the US Open all in one calendar year. And at the time, they were all considered majors. The only person to come close to a Grand Slam in a single year was Tiger Woods, who won 4 majors in just over a year. The wild part is, at 28, he had already won 13 major championships as an amateur, had 3 degrees, passed the bar exam, and then just randomly retired from golf. But Bobby had his sights set on a new vision, one that would change golf forever. And his wild idea? Build the greatest golf course ever made. This is when he meets Clifford Roberts, a successful investment banker from Wall Street. The two were a perfect match. Bobby was the brains behind the course, Clifford would fund it and run the business behind it. Then in 1931, they purchased land in Augusta, Georgia, and began designing Augusta National Golf Club. 3 years later, they hosted their first ever Masters tournament. Bobby and Clifford quickly made the Masters the most prestigious tournament in golf, not just because of the talent on display, but the culture they built around it. It wasn't about money. It was about the purity of the game. Today, the course is still a living testament to Bobby's vision. Augusta National is one of the most exclusive places on earth, and the Masters is still a symbol of golf's highest honor. Also, the green jacket is still one of the most coveted prizes in sports. Bobby Jones may have walked away in his prime, but in creating Augusta, he gave golf a piece of immortality. That's why the Masters is the pinnacle of the sport, and nearly 100 years later, it's still in a world of its own.